Hey everyone, so now let's do one real scenario. Okay, so we will use BGP here. So let me take four routers. Let me take four router. I will take four router. We can give the name. I will write here R. We will modify. Okay, I am doing this lab in EVNG. You can do in GNS also. Now what we will imagine? We will imagine we are having two ISP. Okay, so I will okay, this way we will take. I will give this is a R1. Okay, R1 is okay, no problem. R1 R2 is our company routers. This R3 is a ISP1. I will give here ISP1. Okay, name I am giving ISP1. Imagine if you are in India, Airtel, Tata, any connection you can imagine. If you are here in KSA, you can think like STC, Mobile or Zen. I am using ISP1, ISP2. Okay, means two different service provider we have here. So what we done in the real scenario, I am giving you real scenario here. In this one, this is our organization. I will highlight here. Let me connect here, or let me take one switch. I will take this bridge only. I will give this switch 1. Okay, this is a unmanageable switch. Just for connectivity purpose we are using, as we are doing the lab. So for that purpose we are using. I will increase the port here. Here we have the empty, so I will put this fast Ethernet 1, and here also fast Ethernet 1. Okay, and now we can connect here, and I will connect this here. Okay, now imagine this is your organization from here to here, and let me do here also. Let me take one unmanageable switch. We can use anything here, manageable or anything, just I am using unmanageable because I want to connect this. If you let me increase the port here also. Here also I will put the fast Ethernet 1. Here also I will put fast Ethernet 1. Okay, so now I will connect this to this switch and this one to this switch. Let me take any shape here, dashes, a square or circle, any name I can give. I will give this is a LAN or LAN. Let me write LAN. Okay, this circle let me put here. So by seeing this one we can have. Okay, this is our organization, and let me take one more. This is our ISP network. Okay, so what you need to imagine here, I will write this is office. Okay, head office. Imagine this is a head office. I will write HO. Okay, I will write HO 15 size. So what we can say here, let me increase the size. This is a head office, and here this is a internet. Okay, I hope now you understand the topology. Let me start the routers, and we can give the IP schema also. Maybe still you are having some confusion. See here what I am doing here in this scenario. I am using our LAN network, our internal network, and also ISP network. Let me show you. Let me take my pen tab. See here what I want to explain here. I am working in organization, okay, where we are using the two ISP. Okay, where we are using the two ISP. Imagine this is your company. This area is your company area. It is your organization. Here you will have the again switch, that is the distribution layer, then access layer, then you will have the end devices, but that one we are not considering in this lab because here we are going to learn the BGP. Okay, we are going to learn the BGP. So now what I will do, this is a R1 gateway 1, this is a gateway 2. We can imagine this is a gateway 1 and this is a gateway 2. Okay, and we taken the ISP 1, that is imagine STC and Mobile. We taken the two service provider, we taken the internet from the two service provider from this way and this way. Okay, so now we are going to configure the BGP. We are going to make the pair, we are going to make the neighbor with the help of BGP from here and here also. And imagine if you have any route, imagine 8.8.8, we have this route. This route we are going to get from this ISP and also from this ISP this way. So as per our manager requirement, we need to what we can say modify the traffic. We can modify the outgoing traffic, we can modify the incoming traffic depending upon our manager requirement, our company requirement. We are going to modify the traffic. So first what we will do, we are going to put the IP schema and we are going to configure the BGP, and then we are going to check traffic is coming from where and how we can manipulate. Okay, so let's do that one. I will show you. First of all, let me write the IP schema. So by seeing the IP address, it will be easy for you to understand. So I will use 1.1.1.1/8. Okay, and here let me give the size is 15 and this will be bold. So this will be the IP address this side. ISP give this IP, we need to assign here, and we have this side, we will have the 1.1.1.2. Okay, let me write 2/8. Okay, ISP give us this, so we have this side this, and this is the ISP network, so we will not do anything here this side. Same like that, we will have the IP schema from the another ISP. This side we will have, let me write 2.2.2.1/8. okay, and here ISP is having the 2.2.2.2. okay, let me write here 2.2.2. okay, this is a ISP IP, this is our IP, and here internal we have here, imagine this side we will have like we buy the public IP from the INA, or we can say from the ISP 200.1.1./24 this side, and I will make the duplicate. We will have this side 200.200.2. okay, and also they give the AS number. So here this side they give a AS number as a 100. Imagine AS is 100 here. Okay, AS is equal to 100 this side. I will keep this here. I hope you know what is AS. And ISP1 is having the AS number 200. ISP3 is having the AS number 300. Okay, 300. Here will be 300. So now we need to do, so what we will do here, we will run the IBGP from here to here. Here also IBGP, EBGP we will run here, sorry. And here we will run the IBGP internal, because we will have the AS, same AS here also IBGP. Here we have 100, here we have 200 EBGP. And here we have the 100 and here is 300 EBGP. Okay, different AS means EBGP. So let's do that one. Okay, let me show you that one. Let me write here also the IP schema. I will take this, I will make duplicate. Here we will use like, let me take 8.8.8.8/8, and the other side we will use 8.8.8.1. okay, I will use this side 8.8.8.1. okay, so let's do this. So now let me take the notepad so it will be easy for you to understand. This is our BGP lab. Okay, here we are going to modify the root, but later we are going to do that one. First we need to configure the BGP. So let me do the R1 configuration, gateway 1 configuration. First we need to have the IP, so let me go in the global configuration mode and write the host name as R1 and then interface fast Ethernet 0x0. okay, I am doing this one. If you see, this is the IP fast Ethernet 0x0, so I am going to assign this IP. okay, IP address 1.1.1.1 255.0.0.0 and then we will write no shut. okay, other IP will be interface this side 200.1.1.1. okay, interface fast Ethernet 1x0. I will write IP address 200.1.1.1 255.255.255.0 and we will write no shut here. This side R1 configuration finish. okay, just I assign the IP. Let me copy and paste this configuration for R2 also, and we will modify here. So this is the R2 configuration. I will do R2 here. If you see, I am here. So here fast Ethernet 0x0 should be 2.2.2.1. okay, so let me write 2.2.1 and here fast Ethernet 1x0 should be, this should be 2. okay, so IP configuration done for R1 and R2. Now we need to do for the ISP1 and ISP2. so let me do for ISP1. I will copy this, I will paste, we will modify here. So let me write here ISP1. okay, and in the ISP1 fast Ethernet 0x0 is what we have 1.1.1.2. okay, and other side you have 8.8.8. so that is fast Ethernet 1x0 will be 8.8. let me do here 8.8.8.8 and here we have 255.0.0.0. okay, no shut. This is a ISP1 configuration, just a basic configuration. We are going to do more configuration. Now I am just assigning the IP. After that we are going to do the BGP configuration. So this is ISP2, this is a ISP2 and here fast Ethernet 0x0 should be 2.2.2.2. okay, 2.2.2.2 and this should be 8.8.1 I think. okay, /8 fast Ethernet 1x0. so with this one just we assign the basic IP address to the router. okay, after that we are going to write the BGP. so what we are going to write, we will write router. okay, router BGP 100, AS we are using 100. then after that we need to make the neighbor. so I will make neighbor. Who is my neighbor? This guy is my neighbor. so this is the 1.1.2. so I will write here 1.1.1.2. okay, so here should be 2. then we need to write remote dash AS. what is the AS of neighbor? 200. I am saying this one. I am saying I am standing here in the R1. I am saying neighbor 1.1.2 remote AS is 200. now we need to do same thing for the this also, this one. I have two neighbor, this is also another neighbor, this one. so here I will write the neighbor will be 200.1.1.2 and remote AS is 100 because this is a IBGP. both AS is having same, that is internal IBGP. okay, I hope you remember internal BGP, external BGP, like IBGP. okay, I hope you remember. if you have confusion you can see our CCNP videos. in that one we cover that one, internal BGP, external BGP. I hope you remember. anyhow, external BGP is nothing but if you are having here AS is different, here AS is different, that is nothing but EBGP, external BGP. If both are having same, then we call that is internal BGP, IBGP. Okay, so this is a BGP configuration for the R1. I have two neighbor in the R1. What I done here, I have two neighbor. This is my one neighbor and this is my another neighbor. So I done the neighborship here. Now I need to go here, do same thing. This is my neighbor and this is my neighbor. Here also we will do, this is my neighbor, this is my neighbor. Same thing here also, this is my neighbor, this is my neighbor. After that we are going to check the routes, what routes we are going to get from where. Okay, so I will copy the same configuration. I will go to R2. I will paste here. R2 is having the AS100, so this remains same. And now neighbor is this one and this one. So neighbor is 2.2.2.2. So let me change here. Neighbor is 2.2.2.2. Okay, I am standing here. Okay, and this is my neighbor 2.2.2.2. Remote AS is 300 for this one. So I will make this as a 300. Okay, and neighbor, another neighbor is 200.1.1.1. So this I will make as a 1. And remote AS is 100 because both are having same AS. So this BGP finish for this one. Okay, we have one neighbor here, one neighbor here. So now we will go for ISP. ISP will do that one, but here we need to do everything. So I will paste this whole thing here. Now if you see, I am here, so my AS is 200 and my neighbor is this one 1.1.1.1. So I will make this as a 1.1.1.1 and remote AS is 100. So I will make this as a 100. Okay, let me make this as a 100. So I done my configuration from this side. Now I need to do this one. So this is my neighbor. I need to make as in this one 8.8. So I will do here. This one is 8.8.8.1. Okay, and remote AS is 300. This is a 300. If you see, this is a 300. So I done this neighborship also. What I done, router BGP 200. This is my neighbor and his AS is 100. And this is my neighbor and his AS is 300. Okay, so this is a ISP1 configuration for BGP. So now let's do BGP configuration in ISP2. ISP2 is having AS 300 and neighbor will be 2.2.2.1. So neighbor will be 2.2.2.1 and neighbor AS is 100 and other neighbor is 8.8.8.8. So this will be 8. Okay, and his AS is 200. Okay, still no doubts, right? What we will do now, after that we can paste the configuration. So I am here, I done, this is my neighbor, this is my neighbor. So finish. Now let's paste the configuration. Let me take the CLI of the R1. Okay, let me write no here. It will load. Meanwhile, first of all, let me log the lab. So now I will take the CLI of 2. I will write here no. I will take the CLI of ISP. I will write here also no and press enter. And this is a CLI of ISP 2. Okay, let me copy the configuration for R1. I will copy the configuration for R1. Let me go to R1. Where is R1? This is R1. Let me press enter and I will paste the configuration here in the R1. If you see, everything is good, no error, nothing. Okay, I will press Ctrl Z. I will save the configuration. Okay, and if you want, I will check here. I will write here show IP BGP. Still not there. Show IP BGP summary. Okay, if you see, show IP BGP summary, when I wrote here what we have, this is a BGP router ID. We can say router identifier, that is a router ID is this one, AS is 100 and BGP router table version is 1. Okay, and here if you see, this is active. Okay, this is also active. I have two neighbor. This is a 1.1.2. I am here in the R1. If you see, let me show you here what we have issue here. You will get this in the troubleshooting. Okay, in the NRC you will get this CCNP NRC. Now let's see, let's understand the concept. I am standing here, okay, and this is my neighbor 1.1.2, and my another neighbor is here. Let me show you. This is my another neighbor, this one. Both are in the active. Both are in the active. Let me show you. Both neighbor are active. When the neighbor are in active, BGP is not established. Okay, TCP session not established. When you have the active here, what we can say, TCP session not established. So what we can do? Okay, what we can do, we can check TCP session is established or not. If it is not established, then BGP will not work, because BGP is using the TCP protocol. So we should have the TCP session established. Why we are getting this active here? Because the other side still BGP is not configured, so and TCP session not established. That's why we have the issue, this one. So what I will do now, I will copy the R2 configuration, okay, and I will paste this in the R2. Let me go to the R2 here. This is the R2. Let me paste the configuration in the R2 here. Okay, now everything is good. We can check now. If you check in the R1, let me check. If you see still active, it will take some time. Still active. Now I configure this one just now. Okay, so this should go. We will check again. If you see, now it is in ideal. Okay, before it is inactive. You need to remember, because in the real scenario in our organization we face these types of issue. This one we are calling as a BGP troubleshooting. What we are calling? We are calling BGP troubleshooting. In the real scenario we are getting this. We are seeing that state is active, state is ideal. So we need to remember, easy way, just remember, whenever you have the active means we have the issue. Whenever you have the, what we can say, ideal, we have the issue there. So how we can differentiate this ideal and active, and how we can fix that one? Okay, we are going to see that one. So here, if you see the difference here, what I can say here, this is the one neighbor, this is another neighbor, this neighbor is active, this neighbor is ideal. So you need to remember, whenever you have the active, that means TCP session not established. Okay, when you have active. And when you have the ideal, what we can say, TCP connection is not initiated, TCP connection not started. Okay, here TCP connection not established, here not initialized, initiated, not started. Okay, you need to remember this one, because in interview sometimes they are asking what is the reason of this one. So you should say active is nothing but TCP session is not established, and if you are having the ideal, you can say TCP connection is not initiated. Okay, now let me check again. If you see, still we have here ideal and here active. Okay, meanwhile let me paste the other configuration. This is R2. Now let me paste the this one ISP1. Okay, so I will go to ISP1. Where is the ISP1? This is the ISP1. I will paste here in the ISP1. Let's see here, and let me paste the ISP2 also. So let me copy here from here to here, and I will take this, I will go to the ISP2. Okay, now I am here in the ISP2. I pasted everything. Let me save the configuration. I will let me save WR, and I will go here. ISP2 also I will save here also, WR, sorry, Control Z, WR. Now if I want to check, I will write show IP BGP. Okay, show IP BGP summary. Let me check this one. If you see here, now we have the 0 0. Okay, if you have here any number, that means no issue. If you have here active, ideal admin, you have the issue in the BGP. You need to remember, when you are checking the show IP BGP summary in here, if you are getting any number that is 0 1 2 3, no problem. If you are getting here like active, ideal admin, you have the issue. So here nothing, everything is good. I am here in the ISP1. ISP1 is getting the root 1.1.1 from the AS is 100, and 8.8.1, that is from the AS is 300. Okay, now let's see the other router R1. Before we have here active and ideal. Now let's check here what we have here. If you check here, we have the number, so this one is good. Here we have some issue here, still we have the active here. Okay, here we have the active, so we need to do troubleshooting for this one. This route is okay, no issue here. Okay, so now let me go to R2 and check in the R2 what we have here. I will go here, I will check here show IP BGP summary. Okay, if you see here, this is my connection from the towards the ISP. Okay, this is my connection 2.2.2.2 and AS is 300, and this one showing the number, so no issue. But here it is showing the ideal. You need to remember, whenever you have the ideal, TCP connection is not initiated. Okay, so we need to check between this two router is having some issue. Okay, and ISP is not having any issue, 00, and other ISP also not having any issue, I think. Let me check here also, show IP BGP summary. Okay, show IP BGP summary, let me make big, let me type again, show. So here also no issue, only issue is between these two router. Okay, this two router is having some issue. So what issue we will have, we will see here. Maybe we misconfigure here, let's see. In R1 and R2 we have some issue. This is the 1.1.1, this is the IP address. Okay, this is also the IP address. Let me check here. Okay, this IP fast Ethernet 0/0 is here, this IP 1/0 fast Ethernet 1/0, this IP, and I write no shut, and in BGP I am saying this is my neighbor, and here I am saying this is my neighbor 1.1.2, and here is AS is 100, and here is 100, and here is 200. Okay, this is good. Okay, now let's go here. I am here fast Ethernet 0/0 2.2.2.1. Okay, this one is good, and here 200.1.1.2. here if you see, here we have the issue. I wrote here 12. Okay, I wrote here 2, but here 12. I assigned 12, but I am making neighbor as a 2. Let me explain again what issue we have here. If you see here, fast Ethernet 1/0, we are writing 200.1.1.12, but when I am making the neighbor, I wrote 2. That is the issue. So here I need to make 12, or here I need to make as a 2. So I will make here as a 2. So what I can do, I can go to the R2. Okay, so this is the R2, and here which interface? If you see, fast Ethernet 1/0, this one 1/0. So I will go here, config T interface fast Ethernet 1/0. I will write here IP address. What is the IP address here? 200.1.1.2 255.255.255.0, and then I will write no shut, and let me write do show IP interface brief. Now I have the correct IP. Okay, if you see, now this neighborship go up. If you see, now neighborship go up. Okay, let me check now. Show IP show IP BGP summary. If you see, let me make this big. Okay, if you see, we have some number here, means no issue. Now we don't have active, now we don't have ideal. Active means TCP session is not established, ideal means TCP session is not initiated. Okay, so now this ISP1 to our router 2 is okay, gateway 2, and now gateway 1 also okay. Let's check here. Now this is also okay. Now what we can do, we can write show IP BGP. What else we can check here? First of all, let me write show IP root. Okay, show IP root BGP. What else we have here? Show IP BGP summary. Okay, so when I write summary, I am getting here. Now what I will do, I will advertise one route from the ISP. Okay, let me advertise here. I will advertise one route here. What I will do, as we have here 8.8.8, let me advertise here maybe like any number here. Let me duplicate this. Okay, I will advertise this one maybe here as a loopback. So here I will write we use 1 2, so I will write 3.3.3.3/8. okay, in the loopback 2 I will advertise this. Imagine this is Google server or any server. So what I will do, this is a ISP1, so I will go here in the ISP1. I will write here interface loopback 0 IP address 3.3.3.3 255.0.0.0, and here I need to advertise that one. So how we will advertise in BGP? We will use the network command to advertise in the BGP. Okay, so what I will do here, I will write here network. Let me write here network, and then 3.0.0.0 and mask. What is the mask? 255.0.0.0. okay, this one I need to do. Where I need to do this one? This is in the ISP1, so I will go here in the ISP1. So in the ISP1 I will, this is ISP1, but why we are having the R2 here written? We will paste wrong configuration here or what? Okay, maybe we forget to change here. Let me check here. Yeah, here we need to write ISP1. Okay, so let me rename here, no issue. I will go here config T host name ISP1. okay, now I will write router BGP. This is 200, right? 200. Before that one I need to create the loopback interface loopback 0. I will write IP address 3.3.3.3 255.0.0.0, and let me check, do show IP interface brief. Yeah, I have this loopback. Okay, good. Now I will do the BGP router BGP 200. I will write network 3.0.0.0 mask 255.0.0.0. so now I am advertising this route in the ISP. Okay, so now let's see in our office we are getting this route or not. Let's check. I am here in the R1. I will write here BGP summary. Okay, BGP, yeah, I am getting this route. Okay, 3.0.0.8. I am getting this one. From where I am getting this one? From 1.1.2. I am getting this from 1.1.2. What I will do here, I will write show IP BGP. I can write, what else I can write here? Let me check. Summary show. Okay, if you see now, show IP BGP summary, when I write this one show IP BGP summary, I am getting this route 3.0.0 from 2 path. Okay, if you see this one star means valid. Okay, this star means valid. I am getting here star, and if you see this greater than symbol, this means best. So here I am getting star, and here is star and greater than symbol. So this is a best. So what I want to show you here, if you observe carefully here, I am getting this root 3.0.0. Okay, I am getting this from the ISP to ISP1. This is a ISP2, this is a ISP1. How I am saying ISP2 ISP1? Let me show you. If you see here, let me show here, let me minimize this so you can observe this also. Now observe ISP here. If you see, this is a ISP1 and ISP1 is having 1.1.2. So if you see, this is a 1.1.2 next hop. So I am getting this network 3.3.3. This network I am getting from the ISP1, and also I am getting this from 2.2.2.2. Who is 2.2.2.2? If you see here, that is a ISP2. Let me move this. This is a ISP2. Okay, so I am standing here, I am getting this route directly from here, and also I am getting this route from this way. Okay, because I am having two ISP, so I can access the Google, I can get the Google route from this ISP also and from this ISP also. If I want to go to this network, from which ISP I am going, let's check that one. And one more thing before that one, let's see here. This is a next hop, and this metric is 0 and local preference. If you see, this is a local preference, and this is a weight, and this is a path. Okay, and this is a AS number. If you see this first one, I am getting this route from the ISP2. Okay, which one? This is a ISP2. And here if you see, weight is 0, and here also weight is 0. And if you see, here is AS 200 300 and AS 200, and here is AS 200. Means here we have AS, again we have AS. So two AS we have here, and here we have only one AS, only one number. Okay, so that's why this one is taking as a, this route is considered as a best and the valid best route. This one consider, because here we have only one AS. Because if you remember BGP attribute, we discuss in our CCNP and core BGP attribute. Okay, so in that one I hope you learn. Anyhow, if you see, they are going to check the different parameter, different attributes in the BGP. So they will check the attribute, depending upon that attribute they will select the best path. So here, because if you see here, I am getting the traffic here directly. I have only one AS, this is the one AS. Okay, but if you see, if I am getting this traffic from here, when I am getting this traffic from here this way, like this is the AS, and after that this route this guy get. Okay, so that one is having that guy AS, and then this guy is sending that route here, so his AS will be there. After that this AS, so two AS will be there. That's why it is showing this way. Okay, anyhow, let me show you example. I want to go from here. Example, if I want to go like if I want to write trace route 3.3.3.3, let's see from where it is going. Okay, let's see from where it is going. It will prefer this one first path. If you see, it will start now, it will go from here. Okay, it will go from here, it will not go from here. Now you can see it is going from 1.1.2, so it is using the ISP1. When I want to go to this 3.3.3, it is going through ISP1. We are getting the route from both. So what we can say, our outgoing traffic is going through ISP1. Imagine your manager told your outgoing traffic should leave from the ISP2. Okay, your outgoing traffic is going like this way, but your manager told your traffic should go through ISP2. So what you will do? In our next class we are going to check that one. We are going to play with the attribute BGP attributes. So we are going to play with the BGP attributes to make the modification in the, what we can say, in the traffic. Just remember, we will use the wait. Okay, we will use the wait, and also we have one more thing, local preference. Okay, local preference. We will use these two things to modify the outbound traffic. The traffic which is going outside, if we want to modify that one, we are going to use the wait or local preference. We can say if we want to modify the outbound traffic, then we will use wait or local preference. We are going to use the, what we can say, route map. We can use the route map, and we can apply the route map. If the traffic is outbound traffic, then we will apply inbound direction. If we want to if we want to modify the outbound traffic, then we need to apply the route map to the inbound traffic. Okay, so now what we need to remember, whenever you want to modify the outbound traffic, means outgoing traffic from here, outgoing traffic. If you want to modify the outgoing traffic, then you need to apply the route map. Okay, then we need to apply the route map inbound direction, and also we need to use the wait or local preference. When we are using the wait, it will affect only the single route traffic. If you want to affect the complete AS, then we need to use the local preference. So in our next class, we are going to learn how we can apply the wait and how we can apply the local preference. And now the traffic is going this way, so how we can make our traffic to go from this way. Okay, thank you, bye.